Now, Good Morning Northwest. The government shutdown breaks all records at 37 days. Why hundreds of thousands of travelers face flight cancellations starting tomorrow because of it.
And it is not about the rain this morning. It's about the wind, gusty conditions, and yes, tracking more rain later today.
Spokane voters invest in their community. The Together Spokane Parks levy passes while the school bond remains too close to call. What these results mean for your neighborhood. Coming up, you're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. Glad you're with us. It's Thursday, November 6th. Let's get right to your weather forecast with meteorologist Matt Gray.
And I said right at the top of this program, it's about the wind, not the rain, because, well, there's not a whole lot of rain to track this morning here on Live Doppler Radar. Just some lingering showers in North Idaho left over from our very soggy conditions that we saw yesterday afternoon and evening. Still a little bit of rain that's moving out of the Sandpoint area around Naples. We're seeing some showers, as well as around Hope and Clark Fork. A little bit of wet weather that's pretty quickly moving out into western Montana. In the Deary area as well. Also seeing some of that rain. Troy, a little bit of showers, even a sprinkle or two around Julietta. That all moving up into the mountains and away. Meanwhile, we have been looking for some gusty conditions. We've seen that throughout the night, especially in the Spokane area and across the Columbia Basin. 20-mile-an-hour winds still at Spokane International, gusting into the 30s, so especially on the West Plains. A little windbreaker might not be such a bad idea, even with these warm temperatures. And it is warm. The winds and the cloud cover really helped out with that. This might be as warm as we see an overnight temperatures for the rest of the month. Mid-40s and upper 40s as we get our morning started. We do have another round of rain that is on the way, but I'm pretty optimistic about any plans you might have outside for your Thursday. We'll take a look at that coming up.
We are following breaking news this morning. The FAA says it will start cutting flights today as the government shutdown drags on. Thousands of air traffic controllers still haven't been paid, and now the impact is spreading from coast to coast. Take a look at your screen. Here's a map of 40 airports already affected. Some of the biggest hubs in the country are seeing flights canceled or delayed, from Atlanta to Chicago to Seattle, Tacoma.
For the first time ever, since we have less controllers than we did in the 2019 shutdown, we're seeing them resign. And that's absolutely putting us in a horrible position moving forward, and something we've been trying to work with Secretary Duffy to overcome.
Already, airlines are bracing for the worst. Overnight, United Airlines says we'll offer refunds to anyone who doesn't want to fly while flight cuts are in effect. And Frontier Airlines CEO says if your flight is canceled, your chances of being stranded are high. I'd simply have a backup ticket on another airline. Here at home, Spokane's Regional Labor Council is stepping up, providing lunch for more than 100 TSA workers at Spokane International Airport today. They say it's a small way to support employees who haven't been paid. As of now, there's no sign of the shutdown ending. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks so much. Well, we received another round of votes in our local elections, bringing some races closer and all but securing wins for others.
Spokane voters are on track to pass the first tax increase for parks in more than a decade. This levy, which is one half of the Together Spokane initiative, promises upgrades to every park across the city. And here's a glimpse of what that could look like. Yesterday, soccer and park enthusiasts celebrated the grand opening of Spokane's first mini soccer pitch. It's located at Grant Park in the South Perry district and on one of Spokane's park's 14 sports complexes. Parks and Rec says that this court was in terrible condition, but the nonprofit organization Hope Soccer saw potential here. It's long dreamed of bringing this kind of pitch to Spokane, and this location just felt like the perfect spot.
We realized who is the perfect person to partner with in terms of the land and dealing with the community. So we thought of Parks and Rec. So we presented this vision to them, and they offered this land.
That partnership brought a new life to this old sports court at a low cost. While it wasn't associated with Together Spokane, if the levy passes, parks across the city would see renovations with the same goal, making our parks more enjoyable for everyone.
Right now, the parks levy portion of the Together Spokane initiative is passing with 55% of voters saying yes. The school bond portion of Together Spokane is narrowly passing right now, with just less than 61% of voters saying yes to public schools. Well, this bond, though, requires a supermajority of at least 60% to pass, whereas the levy was 50%.
We are also tracking some other local races around the inland Northwest, including the Spokane City Council race for District 2. Currently, incumbent Jonathan Bingle is winning this race with almost 51% of the vote, but just 184 votes separate Bingle and his challenger, Sarah Dixit. Meanwhile, in Deer Park, a school levy is currently failing, with 55% of voters saying no here. This is a multi-county race affecting parts of Spokane, Stevens, and Pend Oreille counties. And in Spokane County, election workers will count another round of votes today, with new numbers being released later this afternoon.
And this will give us a better idea on the winners of some of those tighter races. In Kootenai County, all the votes have been counted. In Coeur d'Alene, voters decided Dan Gookin will be the next mayor. He won a 4-person race with 34% of the vote. Current mayor Woody McEvers finished third.
And we'll update those numbers for you tonight on 4 News Now at 5 and 6 and continue to bring you the results as they come in at KXLY.com/forthepeople.
Providence Sacred Heart is marking a major milestone, breaking its record for the most kidney transplants in a single year. The hospital says it performed 76 kidney transplants in 2025, up from 59 last year and more than double the number from 2023. The previous record was set in 2002 with 75. Providence credits the achievement to expanding staffing, better donor coordination, and strong partnerships with organ procurement organizations. Something big to celebrate.
That's for sure.
It's now 6 minutes after 6 o'clock.
And we're checking back in with meteorologist Matt Gray this morning. Taking a look at those winds today, Matt.
Yeah, taking a look at the windy weather and taking a look outside. It's hard to see the winds, when you're just taking a look. But I saw plenty of leaves blowing around the streets around town as I was headed into work early this morning. It's pretty bright out there, not just because we're going to see a little bit of a sunrise this morning, but that moon's still mostly full. It's providing a bit of a show here if you're up early with us as well. Your forecast coming up.
A new arrest in the nationwide immigration crackdown ignites protests in Chicago, while the detention of a daycare worker has parents and advocates calling for change.
And federal judges order the government to restore food stamps benefits. The Trump administration responds with a plan that still leaves 5 million recipients without help this month. We got those details coming up next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. 4 News Now, brought to you by the Tire Store.
Incoming dishes!
Doc!
Dawn Power Wash flies through 99% of grease and grime in half the time.
Yeah, it absorbs grease 5 times faster. Even replaces multiple cleaning products.
Ooh, those suds got game.
Dawn Power Wash, the better grease getter.
The holidays are approaching, and that means family and friends will soon be gathering.
And if you're on hosting duties, make sure you're ready by stopping at Kerner Furniture during our holiday season sale.
We have fine dining for large groups, small groups, and the kids table.
All at sale pricing.
It's also the Lazy Boy Black Friday sale, and that means our always guaranteed lowest Lazy Boy prices are even lower.
The holiday season sale is here at Kerner Furniture. Nice store, low prices.
For over 40 years, Parker Toyota has been dedicated to serving the people of North Idaho with top quality used vehicles that exceed industry standards.
That's because every used car undergoes a rigorous 160-point inspection. If it doesn't meet our standards, it doesn't belong on our lot.
Providing the highest quality used cars and trucks is just the beginning of our commitment to you as a customer.
Come see our huge selection of vehicles and receive our no-problem customer service at Parker Toyota in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
BECU and 4 News Now are teaming up for the Great American Flag Swap. On November 7th, bring your old tattered flag to BECU and exchange it for a new one with the help of Uncle Sam's Flag and Gift. This November, let's thank veterans and military families.
BECU is proud to be part of the Great American Flag Swap. We're honored to live in a community that supports veterans and military families who sacrifice for the benefit of us all. Visit us in Spokane and see what banking is like when people come first. BECU, not for profit, equals more for people.
Are my 5 morning alarms a metaphor for everything else I'm putting on, like my laundry or my 768 unread texts?
I'm just your dermatologist. You don't want all of this showing up on your face. Try Hydro Boost.
Neutrogena, weightless hydration that goes deep.
Granite concepts aren't just for making a statement. They're for when she makes the goal that wins the big game. Our countertops aren't just for seeing the luxury in our designs. They're for seeing when it's time for a much-needed break. Granite Concepts isn't just for being in love with your kitchen. It's for being with the ones that you love. Granite Concepts. Beauty set in stone.
It is 6:10, and here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. A new arrest in the nationwide immigration crackdown is igniting controversy. This one outside a daycare in Chicago, prompting protests and a lengthy explanation from authorities. Witnesses claim Diana Galliano, who is undocumented, was chased inside the daycare where she works, then dragged out. But Homeland Security officials say agents tried to take Galliano into custody during a traffic stop earlier, but the man who was driving sped off. They say the two then ran to the daycare and, quote, attempted to barricade themselves inside, recklessly endangering the children inside.
Nearly 5 million food stamps recipients will not receive any benefits in November under the plan the Trump administration issued Tuesday to comply with a court order. The Department of Agriculture said Monday that it would issue partial benefits this month by tapping into the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program's contingency fund, after 2 federal judges said the agency was required to do so. According to new analysis, some families receiving assistance make too much money to receive the partial benefits.
Let's plan your day for this morning. Dry conditions and those gusty winds, and they'll be sticking around throughout the day. And we'll likely see at least something that resembles a sunrise here a little bit more than we've seen in recent days. This afternoon, starting to cloud back up again. Scattered showers as well, but not so much to where you have to kind of how do I put this? That you have to overly plan for wet weather. It's going to be quick in and out stuff. Then as we head into tonight, wet and windy, isolated thunder. By dinner time, be ready for some of that heavier rain like we saw yesterday.
A Spokane icon known across the country as the Sit and Be Fit Lady died in her home in Spokane yesterday.
Hi, I'm Marianne Wilson. I'm really happy that you're here today because we're going to work on fascia again. That's that.
For nearly 40 years, Marianne Wilson showed older Americans how to live a healthier physical life with exercises that can be done in a chair at home. She started her career as a registered nurse specializing in rehabilitation and geriatrics. In the mid-'80s, she started teaching a tone and stretch exercise program for seniors at a South Hill Senior Center. In 1987, she started her Sit and Be Fit program that is carried on nearly 90% of all PBS stations across the country. Marianne was inducted into the National Fitness Hall of Fame in 2017. She was surrounded by family when she died. She was 87 years old and will be missed.
That's for sure. But you said her daughter has picked up her programming?
Yeah, she has, and teaches like yoga classes on PBS. And
that's so cool.
It's now 6:13.
Aviation experts call it one of the worst engine failures in history. The UPS plane that lost an engine on takeoff then crashed into a Louisville business district. Up next, what the black boxes reveal.
First, we'll take a break and give you a live look this morning on your Thursday. This is what it looks like. Welcome to it. We'll be right back. Shoppers, listen up. November is the month for major markdowns. I'm Robin Nance from 4 News Now. From kitchen must-haves to big screen TVs, I'll show you where to find the best deals now until Black Friday. Get the money-saving guide tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest.
Welcome Broadway's Rock of Ages, the driving music force that rocked Broadway and millions of fans in the groundbreaking show Rock of Ages live in concert at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, November 20th. Get your tickets now.
Winning is just the beginning.
The Veterans Day sale is on now at all Walker's Furniture stores.
Get some of the biggest store-wide savings of the year, including a double or triple sales tax discount. Or no money down, no minimum purchase, no interest financing for up to 5 years. Living rooms to bedrooms, dining sets to mattresses. Save big and make your home a space that everyone can enjoy.
And with a double sales tax discount, it's the perfect time to get your home ready for the holidays. Today through Tuesday at Walker's.
There's a special cleaning sale going on now at Parisian Rug Spa. Wash away dirt and grime on your treasured rug. At Parisian Rug Spa, we have a thorough 8-step hand-wash finish process to get your valuable rugs clean, odor-free, and looking like new. It's more than washing. It's disinfecting, pet deodorizing, rug repairs, refringing, and reweaving. Going on now, up to 20% off rug washing services. Come see us today. Parisians, the quality rug washing experts.
The reality is,
this medication isn't covered by your insurance.
Health insurance is broken. And while other plans won't tell you that, we will. Because we created Scan Health Plan to fight for your health.
Peters Homes is having a fall clearance sale. All 2025 model display homes must go. Discounts up to $20,000. Hurry, this sale ends soon. Peters Homes, off exit 2 in Post Falls. Say again? That's right. Peters Homes is having a fall clearance sale. All 2025 model display homes must go. Discounts up to $20,000. Hurry, this sale ends soon. Peters Homes, off exit 2 in Post Falls.
The Inland Northwest is a vibrant community, rich in tradition and pride. And Culligan has a long history of providing custom solutions to address the area's water worries, like nitrates, bacteria, and PFAS. Culligan, water you love since 1936.
AutoNation's Black Friday used car event starts now. Shop over 25,000 used cars at AutoNation.com. All priced to sell with zero down. Plus, make no payments till next year. Save your cash for the holidays. Hurry to AutoNation today.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. I want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you want to do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Where winning is just the beginning.
4 News Now is brought to you by Wendell Motors.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Welcome back. It's now 6:16. In Kentucky, people are still missing and more have been found dead in the aftermath of a fiery UPS plane crash.
And now new video evidence is emerging that could help investigators determine why the crash happened. ABC's Mola Lanky has the details.
This morning, the search for answers after this UPS cargo jet in Louisville, loaded with nearly 250,000 pounds of fuel, lost an engine during takeoff. 12 people are confirmed dead, including a child, but that number could rise. NTSB investigators say they found the plane's black boxes and are reviewing videos showing the flight bound for Honolulu barreling down the runway with its left engine on fire.
And we have viewed airport CCTV security coverage, which shows the left engine detaching from the wing during the takeoff roll.
As the aircraft begins to rotate and tries to gain altitude, we see sparks coming out of the center engine, which suggests that some of the debris may have damaged the second engine.
This truck driver's dashboard camera capturing the moment the plane hit the ground, skidding on its side. The crash badly damaging a petroleum recycling plant and an auto parts warehouse.
Did everybody make it out? No. What do you mean no? No!
3 employees of the auto parts business are still missing. The CEO tells us his business looks like a war zone, adding the plane is in pieces. The fuselage is where one of our administration offices used to be. It was very tough. The governor and Louisville's mayor touring the crash site yesterday. The wreckage still smoldering. The plane had been out of service for maintenance for much of the last month, and once again over the weekend.
Basically, what we had here was probably one of the worst in history, if not the worst, uncontained engine failures.
Well, the debris field from the explosion is pretty big. People in the surrounding areas are asked to call police if they find any wreckage. Mola Langi, ABC News, New York.
That's so devastating. Every video I see out of there.
Just awful. Here is your live look at your Thursday. The sun is starting to brighten things up a little bit and showing off the wet roads out there.
We might actually see the sun coming through the clouds here as well.
Nice.
At least better than the last couple of days, right? So today, windy this morning and a break from some of the more active weather otherwise, but it is not going to stay that way. So let's take a look at the radar picture here over the last hour. Some showers trying to kind of keep themselves going right along the Montana state line here with North Idaho. Then pretty quiet across the Columbia Basin with some showers trying to push their way across the Cascades into the Yakima area. Don't think they're going to be very successful. Maybe just an isolated sprinkle or two around the Tri-Cities and the Blue Mountains here as we get into the late parts of the morning. This is about 10:30. You can see sprinkle or two of the Columbia Basin, and the most activity is down around the Blues as we kind of get our late morning going. Through lunchtime, not a whole lot of activity. I would expect that we'll see at least a couple of pop-up afternoon showers with the warmth of the day. And by this time of the year standards, it is going to be on the warm side as we pop up well into the 50s. Here's the next real big chunk of rain that we're going to end up seeing here. This is about 5:30, 6 o'clock. So sometime between, I think, about 5 and 7 around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, we're going to start to see that heavier rain, kind of like what we saw at times yesterday afternoon, come back into the forecast. And then on the backside of this, heading into the evening, a cold front passes through. We'll have a chance for some pockets of heavy rain and really gusty winds with some of these little cells that come in behind it, along with perhaps 1 or 2 lightning strikes in the region as well. Then as we get into Friday morning, pretty quiet, a couple of snow showers up in the Cascades. That's about it. Should be a pretty quiet Friday around the valleys and lowlands of the inland Northwest. Did want to mention here that, yes, there is a thunderstorm chance, not a severe thunderstorm chance, but just a chance for a couple lightning strikes, mainly in our northern valleys here, with those little showers I showed you on the back end of this cold front. Let's show you that front because it is going to kick up the winds again for a second straight night. It's still going to be breezy as we go through the day today, but you can really see how things, especially in the Columbia Basin, kick up once that front passes here, which is going to be somewhere between 7 and about 10 or 11 p.m. So sometime during the evening, and we stay gusty all the way through Friday morning and really for most of the day on Friday, even with the improving weather conditions elsewhere or otherwise, we're going to stay pretty gusty until we get into the late afternoon, and we'll finally start to see those winds begin to calm down. So you should keep the windbreaker with you. This weekend, it's looking nice.
All right. I like hearing those words. We haven't heard weekend looking nice in
It's been a while. It's been a while, probably about a month.
Love to see it, Matt. Thanks. Good morning, Northwest time right now, 6:21.
This Saturday, the Gonzaga Bulldogs will play host to the Oklahoma Sooners at the Spokane Arena for a highly anticipated matchup.
After the break, we'll tell you what you need to know about this Sooners team ahead of tip-off. That's going up next here in Morning Sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
The Tiguan is here and it is turning heads. Luxury meets functionality with new styling that includes elevated interior design and smarter tech. Take a test drive at Post Falls Volkswagen, home of 0000.
One call, that's all, means we take care of everything after your car wreck.
From dealing with insurance companies to helping you find doctors and repair shops, we're here to guide you from start to finish.
After my car accident, working with Craig Swap and Associates made the whole process so easy. They communicated with me and let me know what the next step was every step of the way.
Call Craig Swap and Associates today. Let us make your recovery simple. One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Your garage door is more than just an entry point. It's also an escape route. That is why our highly trained technicians handle every job with unmatched professionalism. From broken springs to noisy rollers, we'll get your door running smoothly, securely, and fast. Precision Garage Door Service. Fast, reliable, and friendly.
At Move Fitness, our job is to get you moving using things like high-energy fun classes, motivating knowledgeable trainers, and the best variety of workout equipment in the region. And you can get it all for around $1 a day. Join the movement.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible with Tremfya. With symptom relief as early as 4 weeks, remission at 12 weeks, and lasting remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible healing of the intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
Looking for space, style, and serious performance? You'll find it all in a Volkswagen Atlas. 3 rows equals room for everyone. And turbocharged power means this SUV is built for fun. Take a test drive at Post Falls Volkswagen.
Well, good morning, sports. I'm Jack Wallace. Gonzaga welcomes the Oklahoma Sooners to Spokane Arena this weekend, their 5th all-time meeting and the first since the 2021 NCAA tournament. Zags face an OU team that started last season at 13-0, using that hot start to propel them to an NCAA tournament bid as a 9 seed, where they would fall by 8 to defending national champ at the time, UConn. The Sooners have just one returning starter from last year's squad, but this new-look OU team has a wealth of talent at guards, and their thinner options down low in the front court could lead to big days from Graham Ike and Braden Huff. Head coach Mark Few spoke about how big this matchup is so early in the season.
Went out and got some really, really good transfers. They seem like they've done a nice job meshing them together. They've won both their exhibitions, against, really, really good teams. Well, they'll be old, they'll be smart, and just, I think that's going to be a really, really tough game.
Zags play against Alabama and Kentucky later this season and potentially could play another SEC school in the Auburn Tigers during the Players Era Festival later on this month. Zags tip off against the Sooners this Saturday at 7:30 p.m. Washington State women's hoops fell 64-51 to the UNLV Lady Rebels last night. Cougs shooting just 20% from deep and turned the ball over 20 times. That could not get them their first win of the year. Eleanor Avila led the way with 19 points on 8 for 15 shooting. And Wazoo hits the road one more time in this streak early in the season. That's against the Southern Utah Thunderbirds this Saturday before returning to Beasley Coliseum against the Stanford Cardinal. That's next Friday at 4 p.m. That's all for morning sports. Watch out for more sports coming up at 4 News Now at 6 and Nightside Tonight.
Basketball season is here.
I love it.
Good morning, Northwest time right now, 6:26.
Is that used motorcycle deal too good to be true? After the break, a Spokane Valley man's expensive lesson about checking VIN numbers before you buy.
Plus, the Spokane Chief of Police is calling the canoe camping ban progress, but not a cure. The early numbers from the first week of enforcement is coming up next. And before we go to a break, here's a look at what's coming up on Good Morning America starting at 7.
In this morning's GMA First Look, tackling student debt.
It was definitely difficult. I was working pretty much 7 days a week. But once I saw the numbers were going down, the goal of being financially free outweighed the pain.
Student loan debt hitting a record $1.65 trillion, with nearly 10% more than 90 days delinquent. How people nationwide paid off tens of thousands of dollars in 5 years or less.
Oh my gosh, so much relief. Being debt-free when I used to live paycheck to paycheck and I literally thought this was impossible. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just incredible.
And coming up at 7 a.m., GMA's On the Money has the expert advice you need to conquer student debt. Also, how to manage rising household costs like groceries and heating bills. With your GMA First Look, I'm Elizabeth Schulze, ABC News, New York.
Dupixent continuously works to help prevent asthma attacks. So girls' days are better. Game days are better. Even Mondays are better. Dupixent's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. It's not for sudden breathing problems. Some people felt their asthma symptoms improve in as little as 3 days. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away if signs of inflamed blood vessels like rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, brown or dark-colored urine, tingling or numbness in limbs. Tell your doctor of new or worsening skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Do more with less asthma. Ask your doctor about Dupixent, the most prescribed biologic in asthma. Also approved as an add-on treatment for adults with COPD that is not well controlled and with a specific marker of inflammation.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Super One Foods.
When you call the Advocates, you'll see right away, we don't fiddle around.
We don't waste time.
Don't dilly-dally.
We don't burn daylight.
Which means the Advocates is the place to call for your injury case. We'll fight to get you the most.
And don't dilly-dally.
Don't start that again.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Kyle with Bill's Heating, here to take a look at your furnace.
I thought you guys were teamed up with Gonzaga. Where's the basketball player?
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. We do have Davis Fogel on standby.
Standby?
Oh, yeah. Whenever one of us needs him, we just shout his name.
What?
Watch.
Whoa, it's like magic.
Actually, he just made me wait around the corner.
Exactly. It's magic.
Call Bill's Heating and AC today.
Attention high school sports fans. Your school could be featured on 4 News Now Game of the Week. Go to KXLY.com. Vote for your favorite game, and your team could be the featured game on Friday Night Sports Extra. 4 News Now Game of the Week. Brought to you by BECU.
Mopping is hard work. Then I tried the Swiffer Power Mop. It has a built-in solution that breaks down dirt on contact. Plus, its 360-degree swivel head cleans up along baseboards and even behind the toilet. Bye-bye, bucket, with the Swiffer Power Mop.
When you bring your case to the advocates, you pay no fee unless we win.
No unanswered questions.
No regrets.
No sweet-talking insurance adjusters.
Just the assurance that we'll fight hard for your win.
And no fee until that happens.
Exactly.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
We are kicking off this half hour with the 4 News Now story tracker and some stories people are reading about this morning. We got some breaking news today. Former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says she'll retire at the end of her current term in Congress. Pelosi, first elected to Congress in 1987, made history in 2007 as the first ever female speaker. In a video message, she told her constituents, "With a grateful heart, I look forward to my final year of service as your proud representative." Pelosi's term ends on January 3rd of 2027.
Jimmy Kimmel says his show team is forming a food donation center on their studio's back lot. It's in response to the threat to SNAP benefits for millions. The announcement says the effort will support the Los Angeles Food Bank and the St. Joseph Center. It suggests people who can't donate to the Jimmy Kimmel Live Center give to a food bank near them.
Actress and humanitarian Angelina Jolie has visited 2 cities in southern Ukraine, meeting with medical staff, local families, and volunteers. In a statement released by the Legacy of War Foundation, Jolie thanked the organizations she was able to meet with while in Ukraine, as well as the foundation, who supported her through her visit. She previously visited the Ukrainian city of Lviv back in 2022, where she met people displaced by the war with Russia.
Good morning, Northwest. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Thursday, November 6th. Meteorologist Matt Gray is tracking our forecast for us today and letting us know about those winds.
Yeah, a little bit of wind coming in out of the Columbia Basin into the Spokane area. Still on the West Plains, we're gusting into the 30s. It's a little gusty in Pullman as well. In Coeur d'Alene, winds at 14 miles an hour. Little less breezy in places like Moses Lake, Spokane Valley, and Sandpoint this morning. But overall, it's more about the wind this morning than any sort of wet weather, because there isn't much wet weather on the radar. After yesterday, which we expected to be our wettest day, certainly lived up to that in the afternoon. Today is going to be a whole lot quieter, at least for the vast majority of the day. Still a couple of showers kind of lingering around Lake Pend Oreille and the Clark Fork area. Those going to be moving out into western Montana, along with some of those showers further south in the central panhandle. Pretty quiet with our rain chances here as we head through the morning. They'll bump up a little bit, but I'm expecting just widely scattered showers for the afternoon. The evening is a totally different story. We've got another round of rain similar to what we saw yesterday afternoon that's going to be moving in for your dinner time. We will take a look at that and how long it'll be sticking around coming up.
Matt, thanks. A judge is now considering if this man, convicted quadruple murderer Bryan Kohberger, should have to pay for recently purchased urns that carry the ashes of 2 of his victims. As a part of his plea agreement, Kohberger was ordered to pay restitution to the families of Kaylee Goncalves, Xander Kernodle, Madison Mogen, and Ethan Chapin. In recent weeks, Maddie Mogen's mother and the parents of Kaylee Goncalves filed for more restitution, saying they want Kohberger to reimburse them for travel to the hearings in Boise. But because the plea agreement is legally binding, Latah County Prosecutor Bill Thompson had to withdraw his request. However, Judge Stephen Hippler still has to decide if Kohberger should have to pay for the urns, which cost roughly $3,000.
Well, what's the point of the plea agreement if you're not going to be bound by it?
The defense team argued the plea agreement required funeral expenses to be submitted within 30 days, or 60 days rather, of this plea deal, and that time has since expired. They also argue Kohberger will never be able to pay the fines and restitutions anyway because he'll never get out of prison. Judge Hippler says because Kohberger does not have the money now doesn't mean he won't have it in the future. Judge Hippler said he would consider the arguments from both sides and issue his ruling soon.
Spokane police have already cited 83 people since the city's new camping ban took effect last week. The Safe and Accessible Public Spaces Emergency Ordinance gives the homeless a choice: accept help and transportation to services or face a citation. Police Chief Kevin Hall says 9 people have chosen treatment services when approached by officers, a significant change from previous enforcement efforts.
With the previous ordinance, we had 0 engagement interactions where treatment was taken. So far, in the past 6 days, we've had 9 people receive engagement from the officers and then accept treatment with the officers facilitating that.
Chief Hall says the Cannon Street shelter provides a destination for officers to connect people with treatment services. Chief Hall calls the new ordinance another tool for officers, but stresses it's not a complete solution to homelessness.
New from the Breaking Now desk, Washington State is going after $1 billion in federal funding. The plan is all about revamping healthcare in rural communities over the next 5 years. In a statement, Governor Bob Ferguson says the money would make it easier for folks outside big cities to get care. He also added, we must support a strong rural healthcare system, and our bipartisan plan will help modernize and strengthen this crucial resource. Here's what this funding could do: upgrade hospitals, improve technology, expand maternal care, and support more than 1 million people. We'll know if Washington gets the funding by December 31st. Reporting in the studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks. A Spokane Valley man bought a motorcycle just for police to take it back shortly after because it was stolen. Brad Bordois said he found the motorcycle for sale through a friend. He bought the bike for $1,000, but Spokane Valley police came to repossess it just a few months later. Police say it was stolen from a car lot in Spokane, but its new owner had no idea. Police say it's important to always check the VIN number before buying a car, a motorcycle, or a boat.
If it doesn't look right to you, you're always welcome to do some research, or if you think something's stolen or you end up buying something and you're not sure and you're afraid it's stolen, please call us. We'll gladly come out and help you with that and do some backtracking for you.
Spokane police say if a deal looks too good to be true, well, it probably is. SPD recommends getting a bill of sale if you can, and if the seller won't provide you one, that is also a red flag. Not fun.
Tough lesson. It's now 6:36.
Checking back in, meteorologist Matt Gray. Steptoe Butte looking nice today.
Steptoe Butte. We love the sunrises, and now here for a couple weeks we get to watch the sunrise during this program. It's back there somewhere. Hey, we have an opportunity to just see a little bit of light. I think it's great considering how active the weather's been this week. We do have more rain we're tracking, but it's going to take a while before it gets here. Coming up.
And still to come on Good Morning Northwest, Manitou Park goes dark this holiday season. Why the popular holiday lights won't be returning and what this means for families. That's coming up next.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
The Veterans Day sale is on now at all Walker's Furniture stores.
Get some of the biggest store-wide savings of the year, including a double or triple sales tax discount. Or no money down, no minimum purchase, no interest financing for up to 5 years. Living rooms to bedrooms, dining sets to mattresses. Save big and make your home a space that everyone can enjoy.
And with a double sales tax discount, it's the perfect time to get your home ready for the holidays. Today through Tuesday at Walker's.
AutoNation's Black Friday used car event starts now. Shop over 25,000 used cars at AutoNation.com. All priced to sell with 0 down. Plus, make no payments till next year. Save your cash for the holidays. Hurry to AutoNation today.
Andy's Heating Cooling guarantees to keep your home safe and cool. Your home and office comfort is Andy's priority. Stay cool this summer with a new air conditioning system from Carrier.
My air conditioner was not working. All I needed was a replacement sequencer. I called another company and they wanted to replace the unit for over $10,000. I was so glad I listened to my neighbor who recommended I get a second opinion from Andy's.
Turn to the experts. Andy's Heating Cooling since 1972, thanks to you.
Escape
Drive to Mistaqua Casino Hotel, just north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Enjoy the region's only non-smoking casino, featuring exciting ways to win, delicious food options, and a beautiful hotel to book your next getaway. Relax, rejuvenate, and discover more fun with our hotel amenities, including a sparkling pool, modern fitness center, and a convenient ski locker room designed for guests heading to the slopes. Plan your perfect staycation and book today at Mistaqua.com.
Are my 5 morning alarms a metaphor for everything else I'm putting on, like my laundry or my 768 unread texts?
I'm just your dermatologist. You don't want all of this showing up on your face. Try Hydro Boost.
Neutrogena, weightless hydration that goes deep.
DJ Mickey and his friends invite you to an adventure that's off the charts. Only at Disney on Ice Let's Dance. Enjoy a special holiday sing-along pre-show included with your ticket. Playing Spokane Arena November 14th through 16th.
Shoppers, listen up. November is the month for major markdowns. I'm Robin Nance from 4 News Now. From kitchen must-haves to big screen TVs, I'll show you where to find the best deals now until Black Friday. Get the money-saving guide tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest. Welcome back. It's now 6:40. This holiday season, Manitou Park will look a little darker and a lot less festive. That's because the Friends of Manitou canceled the Manitou Holiday Lights. Originally started during COVID. The organization says it cost about $50,000 to put it on. It says it used to have the help of the Parks Department, but over time, Friends of Manitou just took over the project itself. However, it says it doesn't have the money, the volunteers, or the resources to put it together. The group says the holiday light show also takes a toll on the park and the neighbors.
The environmental impact, that's tough on the park. People, especially when we had cars going in there, it was really kind of difficult. But we had complaints also from the neighbors, people just parking wherever, and so that was a problem.
We originally posted this story on Facebook and received hundreds of comments, many saying they are sad to see it go. And that was the response we got when we spoke to people at the park as well. Friends of Manitou says it hopes to get the holiday lights up and running possibly next year.
It's time to plan your day. Gusty winds this morning. You'll notice that breeze and the leaves flying around the streets. Dry conditions, however, for this morning, and a little bit of sun peeking through the clouds as well. We'll get cloudier throughout the day as our next weather system approaches, but I'm expecting conditions to stay pretty dry for the afternoon. Just 1 or 2 little showers out there that won't last long if they show up in your neighborhood. And then for tonight, a lot of change. Wet and windy weather again as another big area of rain moves in. We'll see a little bit of isolated thunder as well and more of those gusty winds.
As we celebrate Veterans Day, 4 News Now and BECU are teaming up to honor those who serve.
We want to share photos of the veteran or active duty military member in your life. Heroes like this man, Ralph Bean. The message says, my dad put 26.5 years in the Seabees and has been the best dad anyone could have. He and my mom have been married now for 66 years in December. Wow. Lucky to have them both still with me. Well, if you want to have your loved ones shared with us, send us a picture of that veteran or active duty military member in your life. Tell us why they deserve recognition. Just go to KXLY.com/heroes to enter. 3 lucky winners will get a $100 gift card to Uncle Sam's Flag and Gift. That's all courtesy of BECU.
66 years.
Impressive.
Wow. It's now 6:42.
It's reveal day for the Extreme Team. All week long, Mark and the crew have been transforming this space for our local para-athletes and their families. It still needs to be done before the big reveal. It's coming up a little later here on Good Morning Northwest.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
If you've been in a motorcycle accident, the stakes are often big.
Big injuries, immense pain, and huge medical bills.
That's when you call Russell and Hill.
Call 800-LAW-0842.
Tuesday night.
Who wasn't a fan of the Golden Girls?
It's 40 years, but it's day 1 fresh.
Oh, I love you guys.
Great, now get out.
The jokes still land. It's really funny.
Can I ask a dumb question?
Better than anyone I know.
Hilarious.
Thank you for being. Thank you for being. Thank you for being a friend.
The Golden Girls, 40 years of laughter and friendship. Tuesday night on ABC. And watch The Golden Girls. All episodes now streaming on Hulu.
For over 90 years, McVeigh Brothers Roofing, Siding, and Windows has been making homes more energy efficient and beautiful. And right now, during our anniversary sale, we're offering financing where you can replace up to 10 windows and a patio door for just $199 a month. Or you can add a new roof with the window package for $399 a month. And if you want a trifecta of roof, windows, and new siding, how does $799 a month sound? At McVeigh Brothers, we're working for you.
The holidays are approaching, and that means family and friends will soon be gathering.
And if you're on hosting duties, make sure you're ready by stopping at Kerner Furniture during our holiday season sale.
We have fine dining for large groups, small groups, and the kids' table.
All at sale pricing.
It's also the Lazy Boy Black Friday sale, and that means our always guaranteed lowest Lazy Boy prices are even lower.
The holiday season sale is here at Kerner Furniture. Nice store, low prices.
It's a 4-day four-wheel drive sale at both Cal locations. As Cal loads up the lot with tough, loaded SUVs and trucks, and for 4 days only drops their prices by $400.
Plus, giving you an extra $400 for your trade-in.
And $44 down is all you need.
When you live in the beautiful Northwest, then you better own a four-wheel drive.
And today through this Monday, it's the best time to get a new four-wheel drive at Cal.
If you've been in a motorcycle accident, the stakes are often big.
Big injuries, immense pain, and huge medical bills.
That's when you call Russell and Hill.
Call 800-LAW-0842. 4 News Now is brought to you by Andy's Heating, Cooling, Electrical.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:45. It's reveal day for the latest Extreme Team project. All week, Mark Peterson and the rest of the crew have been hard at work making some upgrades for Parasport Spokane.
That is a local organization that supports para-athletes of all ages. So with just hours to go, let's catch up on all the work Mark and the team did yesterday and what still needs to be done today.
Well, how about one on the trades? We've been doing a lot of trades work the last couple of days. So this is a ballast for the old tube lights, the 4-foot tube. The LEDs run off direct 120. Mountain States Electric has been rewiring and getting rid of the ballast, putting those in. Again, they cost $144 a year to operate full time. That's not too bad. All right, in here, it is all about the plumbing. And what happened was we have 40-year-old plumbing. We have a new sink. So Gold Seal Plumbing came in and reworked that, and it looks absolutely beautiful. And this is all new. This comes down, that goes up. Skip's going to be able to put some great probiotic smoothies out of this place. We can't thank these guys enough for what they do. As you can see, there's quite a bit that goes into it. Also, Horizon Credit Union continues their great efforts. They've been painting and painting and painting and painting. It all looks beautiful. Plus, we put new lights in, and those are for the study cubicles. We've got 4 of them. We've got brand new lights. Going to be easier on their eyes, and it's going to be a better place to do homework. So I've got to finish up my test for tomorrow. I'm Mark Peterson at Parasport Spokane for the 4 News Now Extreme Team.
Looking great in there.
The reveal this evening.
Also looking great.
Wow,
Here's
pretty.
a look at our river this morning. You can see a little bit of the fall colors draping over it.
Pretty.
Yeah, still hanging on to some leaves out there.
Yeah.
For now, the wind's kicking up, though.
Yeah, the wind might start to blow a few more of them away. I certainly saw that in my neighborhood this morning because it is gusty out there, and it's going to continue to be gusty for the rest of this week. We'll start calming down with the winds this weekend. Nice to see a little bit of sky that's not covered up by clouds here this morning as well, as we have, other than the wind, a much more manageable start to the day than some of our recent days this week. It's 45 right now in Spokane, 46 in Coeur d'Alene. It is quite warm. The winds and the cloud cover have helped with that, keeping us a little warmer throughout the night. That'll translate to some temperatures in the 50s for this afternoon. Those winds will continue to be gusting up towards 30 miles an hour, especially on the West Plains. And that continues not just for today, but tonight and tomorrow as well. So going to be gusty all around once again for the rest of the week. Mid-50s for this afternoon as a result here. Look at some upper 50s in places like Moses Lake, 60s in the LC Valley. We even get up into the low 50s in some of our more sheltered areas like Bonners Ferry, Sandpoint, and Colville for later today. Here's the setup. We're in between storm systems. You can see this kind of brown area. This is a little bit drier air in between these two storms. And then here's the center of our last system we were tracking for this week with a lot of moisture to the south that eventually is going to get pushed into our area later on today. So watch as this cold front comes in, drags that moisture along with it, and that'll help boost the winds again after they calm down a little bit during the evening. They'll get boosted again as this front pushes through. Lots of wet weather here. This is about 8 p.m. So starting after about 5 o'clock, you should be ready for some rain to be moving back in, and then it's not going to stop for a little while. As we get into tomorrow morning, I tell you what, looking a whole lot nicer. In fact, I've dropped the rain chances here over the last couple of days for Friday. Just a couple of mountain showers here as we head into Friday evening. High pressure is going to be taken over. That means the next storm system gets deflected up into BC, and we have a much nicer weekend ahead for us. We've had wet weather almost every weekend since the start of October. And finally, we're going to have some calm conditions for both days, not just one day, not just half of a day. Both days coming up here. We'll have pretty calm conditions for the first half of next week as well, including Veterans Day, but it might be a little cloudy as inversions start to develop. So, hey, not bad. We've almost gotten through this busy week that we've been dealing with.
Right. Making it through, Matt. Thanks. And your morning sprint coming up next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. Old World Christmas has an early gift for you. Right now, their spectacular glass holiday collectibles are priced at below wholesale in their outlet store, 4005 East Main between Freya and Havana. Come celebrate the savings now at Old World Christmas.
What's more powerful than an unexpected storm? Insurance that helps clean it up. Western National Insurance. That's the power of nice.
We've collected thousands of warm winter coats for this year's Coats for Kids campaign. The coats have now been cleaned thanks to Alsco. If you know a child in need of a warm winter coat, go to KXLY.com/coatsforkids to find a distribution location near you.
Your locally owned Papa Murphy's is proud to be a sponsor of Coats for Kids this year. Papa Murphy's would like to thank the community for their generous coat donations. Stop by any Papa Murphy's, grab a pizza, and stay warm this winter.
At Gold Seal Plumbing, we've been family-owned and trusted since 1967. And right now, we're offering $500 off trenchless sewer installation, the best way to repair your sewer line. Our experts use light rate technology to restore your system with minimal disruption and lasting results. And with 0% financing for up to 18 months, you can get your sewer line repaired now and pay over time. So call Gold Seal Plumbing today. We're on our way.
In celebration of Veterans Day, 4 News Now and BECU would like to honor those who've served our country. Go to KXLY.com, submit a photo and a short write-up on a veteran or military member. 4 News Now, honoring our heroes. Brought to you by BECU.
Need a new garage door?
Sorry.
Give us a call today.
Beautiful glass holiday ornaments made in the tradition of Old World artisans are now priced below wholesale at Old World Christmas, 4005 East Main, Sunday through Friday 11 to 3, Saturdays 10 to 4. Come celebrate the savings now at Old World Christmas. See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
It is just about 6:53, time to get you ready to power through your Thursday in the morning sprint.
It's going to be pretty windy today, so hang on to your hats and don't put away your umbrella just yet because more rain is moving in. Meteorologist Matt Gray has a look at your forecast.
83 citations in just a week. Spokane's new camping ban is already making an impact. We'll explain what police say this means for the city's homeless fight.
But first, Hannah Joy is live in studio with the latest from the FAA on how many airports are facing flight cuts as the government shutdown continues.
Natalie, already we're seeing 40 airports have been affected. Some of the biggest hubs in the country are seeing flights canceled or delayed, from Atlanta to Chicago to Seattle, Tacoma. Thousands of air traffic controllers still haven't been paid, and airlines are bracing for the worst. Frontier Airlines CEO says if your flight is canceled, your chances of being stranded are high. I'd simply have a backup ticket on another airline. For updates on whether other airports will be impacted, stick around for Good Morning America.
And we got more breaking news this morning. Former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says she'll retire at the end of her current term in Congress. Pelosi, first elected to Congress in 1987, made history in 2007 as the first ever female speaker. In a video message, she told her constituents, "With a grateful heart, I look forward to my final year of service as your proud representative." Pelosi's term ends in January 3rd of 2027.
Seeing a little bit of sun through the cloud cover this morning, and it's dry but windy, and it's going to stay windy as we head through the day. So yeah, hold on to your hats a little bit. And yeah, overall, I think other than the gustiness, pretty nice looking morning. It's quite warm as well this morning, so you can enjoy that. Might be the mildest morning we see for quite a while. Temperatures will be up into the 50s, which is a decent bit above average, but clouds will be building, and our rain chances start going up around the time of the evening commute.
We received another round of vote tallies in our local elections, bringing some races closer and all but securing wins for others. Spokane voters are on track to pass the first tax increase for parks in more than a decade. This levy, which is one half of the Together Spokane initiative, promises upgrades to every park across the city. And right now, the parks levy portion of the Together Spokane initiative is passing with 55% of voters saying yes. And the school bond portion of the Together Spokane is narrowly passing right now with just less than 61% of voters saying yes. This bond requires a supermajority of at least 60% to pass.
We are also tracking some other local races around the Inland Northwest, including the race for Spokane City Council District 1, Position 2. Currently, incumbent Jonathan Bingle is winning this race with almost 51% of the vote, but it's just by 184 votes. That's how many separate Bingle and his challenger, Sarah Dixit. And in Deer Park, a school levy is currently failing, with 55% of voters saying no. This is a multi-county race affecting parts of Spokane, Stevens, and Pend Oreille counties. We'll be updating the numbers for you tonight on 4 News Now at 5 and 6, and continue to bring you those results as they come in on KXLY.com/forthepeople.
A judge is now considering whether this man, convicted quadruple murderer Bryan Kohberger, should have to pay for recently purchased urns that carry the ashes of 2 of his victims. As part of his plea agreement, Kohberger was ordered to pay restitution to the families of Kaylee Gonsalves, Xana Kernodle, Madison Mogen, and Ethan Chapin. In recent weeks, Maddie Mogen's mom and the parents of Kaylee Gonsalves filed for more restitution. But because the plea agreement is legally binding, Latah County Prosecutor Bill Thompson had to withdraw this request. The defense team argued the plea agreement required funeral expenses to be submitted within 60 days of the plea deal, and that time has since expired. Judge Stephen Hippler said he would consider the arguments from both sides and issue his ruling soon.
Law enforcement made a major drug bust in Moses Lake. On your screen right now is a picture of just some of the things that were found after serving multiple search warrants Tuesday. They found 2.5 pounds of fentanyl powder, 3,000 pills, as well as cocaine and meth. They also recovered $100,000 in cash and multiple firearms. The Moses Lake Police Department says this is an ongoing investigation.
The Spokane police have already cited 83 people since the city's new camping ban took effect last week. The Safe and Accessible Public Spaces Emergency Ordinance gives the homeless a choice: accept help and transportation to services or face a citation. Police Chief Kevin Hall calls the new ordinance another tool for officers, but stresses it's not a complete solution to homelessness.
For Veterans Day next week, Great Clips is saying thank you to those who've served. On Tuesday, veterans and active duty military members can get a free haircut at any Great Clips location nationwide. If you don't have time that day, you can also go in and pick up a free haircut card to use a little later.
And as we celebrate Veterans Day, 4 News Now and BECU are teaming up to honor those who serve. Just go to KXLY.com/heroes to enter. 3 lucky winners will get a $100 gift card to Uncle Sam's Flag and Gift, courtesy BECU.
And we'll be back with a final check of weather coming up right after this commercial break.
At 4 News Now, we're part of this community, sharing your stories, listening to your voice, and delivering the news that matters most to you. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
penny saved is a lifetime earned. Numerica Credit Union. Money where it matters.
The sheets are wet again, the smell is so stuck. And why do all the chores make me say yeah?
Downy Rinse fights stubborn odors in just one wash.
Rinse it out.
At Move Fitness, our job is to get you moving using things like high-energy fun classes, motivating knowledgeable trainers, and the best variety of workout equipment in the region. And you can get it all for around $1 a day. Join the movement.
Tylenol is the #1 doctor-recommended brand of pain reliever. It's backed by decades of rigorous, credible research. From doctors, nurses, and pharmacists to moms, dads, and caregivers, they have all put their trust in Tylenol.
A look at our sunrise this morning. The light reflecting on the bottom of the clouds here. Looks beautiful and nice to see a little bit of blue sky out there. Not going to last the entire day, but nice to see this morning. We will have more wet weather coming in for tonight. It'll be especially rainy, but before the sun goes down, maybe 1 or 2 showers, and those gusty winds that we have been talking about will continue through Friday before we start calming down. And a nice looking weekend looks like it's ahead of us.
Love to see it. Well, thanks so much for starting your day with us here on 4 News Now.
Yeah, we've loved having you along. We hope you can stick around for live local updates. We'll be popping in throughout Good Morning America. It starts next.